What's up, world? It's Instructor Zach here. I'm here to make this video to talk about the enemies of the modern day martial artist. Okay, so obviously times have changed since way back in the day. You know, thankfully because of this change, we're able to practice martial art in a more social setting. But there's always going to be constant enemies of the martial arts. I'm not talking about physical enemies. I'm talking about more internal enemies, things that hold us back. And those enemies are fear, doubt, selfishness, and lack of respect. So I'm going to go in order. We're going to start with fear. Fear is everybody's biggest enemy. Okay? It's usually the main deterrent in our goals. Trying to reach these goals that we have, accomplish these tasks that we want to accomplish. Fear is usually the big thing holding us back. And to do that, we develop courage, and focus and bravery, not only just by experimenting and trying new things, such as, different motions in martial arts, but also building that confidence, to fight that fear. Next is doubt. Everybody has doubt. From day to day, everybody doubts something. Everybody doubts some little movement, some little thought or action. The only way to get through that is to have that, personal conviction, that perseverance, like this doubt, I don't know if I can do these 25 push-ups, and then the other side of your head goes, yeah, you can do 25, you can do 25 more, you can do 25 all day, and you push through it, because you got rid of that doubt, and you're able to muscle through that task, that obstruction, that circumstance, so to say. All right. Next is selfishness. One of our precepts of HapKiDo is that we serve the community. A lot of it does have to do with, building your own personal internal power, building your physical power, spiritual energy, building all of that. But at the same time, the circle must be completed, So as we're taught or we're given, we must teach or give back. It completes the circle and it keeps it going and going and going, right? That selfishness, really holds you back. You think of the things that you're selfish about, think about the good in sharing that thing that you're so coveted, That last is lack of respect. A lot of people think that you must give respect to earn respect, or earn respect to give respect, or something like that, like, oh, I'm not going to respect him because he doesn't respect me. And to me, it's kind of backwards. You should really give that person respect so that you may earn it yourself. It's a two-way street. If you just have this one side, it's like, I'm not going to show him any respect because he doesn't show me respect. That same person is going to think the same thing. If you want change, you got to be the change. If you want somebody to respect you, give them the respect they deserve. Be that initiator, that person who starts it off strong, showing the utmost respect, being cordial, being very nice, doing all the proper things that we are taught, and then it comes back to you in full circle, maybe even double, maybe even more. They might respect you even more because you give them that initial sign of respect. Okay, so these are all the enemies of the modern day martial artist: fear, doubt, selfishness, and lack of respect. You can conquer these things, you can conquer the world. And I hope this video helped. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and check us out. I hope you all have a wonderful day.